You have a letter from Luigi. Oh god, Luigi's stuck again. Luigi's stuck. Bro! Help! They put him in a cage. They straight up put Luigi in a cage. He's not even lost, he's captured. Speaking of not very good and polished, I've been loving all the stuff on Cyberpunk this weekend. It's amazing. Everybody has gone from sending death threats to reviewers that say game is bad to unanimously being like, we hate this. All in like the span of 2 days. If only there had been like a reviewer to warn us. It brought Vinny to making a 10-minute no commentary glitch compilation. Like, if a game is buggy, my opinion is that either that makes it hilarious or it'll be patched eventually. But like, a big appeal, like I was saying, for Cyberpunk was that it was an RPG, you know? Like, this idea that you could play it a million times and there's all different stuff and side quests and choices. Kind of like the Witcher games. But yeah, people found out none of that matters. Like, if you can, at the beginning of the game, it's like, would you like to be a bad guy? Would you like to be a street-walking nobody? Or would you like to be, like, in a gang? And then after the first 20 minutes, you get to the same point. Like, if you decide to be a bad guy, your character just goes, I don't want to be bad anymore. Like, you don't have a choice. I mean, they can fix the bugs, but, like, everything that people expected it to be. That's the thing with hype. Like, people need to stop getting hype. Like, wait for a thing to come out, and then... Like, the idea of pre-ordering something just on the idea that this is going to be the best game ever made. Like, people need to stop doing that. Like, you can have hype, but, like, stop... If a game is in development for 8 years, stop telling yourself for 8 years straight that it's going to be the greatest game ever made. Because you're just bound for disappointment. If it's good, hey. If it's not, well, hey. In this house, we don't get excited. We temper our expectations. People are like, in the trailers, they show you using like flying cars and flying vehicles, even though that's not in the game. There's certain story things that don't happen, like just all this stuff. It's like how Ubisoft always does those like fake CG trailers, and people are like, that's what the game's gonna look like. And it never looks like that. Pasta lasagna. Mario just blew up that rock. Maybe it'll be like, you know, No Man's Sky, where they just, you know, update the game for 5 straight years and then eventually it becomes the hypest thing ever. But at the moment, people are sad. When's the Cyberpunk stream? I'm fighting a freaking Beyblade! Oh no, mama! Oh no! Alright, so far so good. The next part is the hard part, though. Alright, here's the hard part, because these ones can actually hurt you. Perfect! Damn, I nailed it! I mean, it's a Mario boss. It's not the hardest thing in the world, but I thought that was gonna take me more tries. Yeah. Ba 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 ba. Oh, you started your report? Why are you doing it in Comic Sans? You better not submit this report in Comic Sans. If you give your teacher a report written in Comic Sans, they will give you an instant F. Unless your teacher's like, haha, nice meme, but it is about the Oklahoma City bomber, so maybe it shouldn't be in Comic Sans. There's certain things that can be written in Comic Sans. This is probably not one that should be written in Comic Sans. Disney announced like 800 things this weekend. They're making a new Hocus Pocus. They're making a new 101 Dalmatians. They're making a live-action Chip and Dale with John Mulaney and Andy Samberg. Pinocchio with Tom Hanks. A Peter Pan and a Disenchanted. They're making a new Ice Age, an animated Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Night at the Museum, a new movie. They're making prequels to The Lion King and The Little Mermaid. They're making a Toy Story prequel called Lightyear. The thing about the Buzz Lightyear movie is that it's not about the toy, it's about the actual Buzz Lightyear that the toy is based on. So it's like the actual human being Buzz Lightyear that the toy is based on. So, I mean, that'll definitely be a thing. Chip and Dale, yeah, is Andy Samberg and John Mulaney gonna be the Chipmunks, or is it gonna be one of those weird live-action animated mashup movies? Like Sonic the Hedgehog, where they're just working with Chip and Dale. Hello, it's me, Buzz Lightyear, the human. Now with a toy based off my likeness. I can't see Luigi because he's upside down. There he is! Someone help me! Alright, Luigi, don't you panic. I'll get you out of there, bud. As if there wasn't enough already. Oh, but yeah, Disney is spending money. They said that every episode of all of their shows are going to be multi-million-dollar episodes. So, like, episodes of the Star Wars and Marvel shows, they said they may be spending upwards of, like, $10 million an episode. And that sounds absurd, but they said based on how many subscriptions they have and are going to get, that they're going to be making upwards of $2.8 to $4.2 billion a month. Up to $4 billion a month just from Disney Plus. Not even like Disney World and box office and all other stuff. I didn't say 10 billion, I said 10 million, not $10 billion an episode. I don't want to know what a $10 billion episode of like a thing would look like. 10 million, not 10 billion. This Star Wars episode cost $10 billion to make, and it's just two people in a room talking for 30 minutes. And you're like, why did that cost $10 billion? And they're like, we got some really good catering. Oh, come on, Luigi! Yes! But so I gotta go crazy in there, try to save me sooner. Oh, next time I'm not. Shut. I did my best, Luigi. Yeah, you want the Power Star, right? Only if you tell Rosalina I found it. No? It's green. Green. How do I get it? I'm gonna jump on his head. Oh, I wanted to smash him. So quick question, is there really only one female bee per hive? Or are there female worker bees? Because I know that with bees, there's one queen bee and everybody bangs her. And she just gives constant birth. So they're like, damn, we love her. But is there like other female bees that just get bossed around, or do they go make their own hives? Like if you're born a female bee, you're like, oh hell yeah, I'm gonna have a kingdom. They eat the females? What? She's like, I ain't gonna have another girl in my town. I don't need these bees falling in love with anybody but me. My neighbors are causing trouble. You have to kill my neighbors. Well, that seems kind of uncalled for. I mean, it's not like you own this entire kingdom. I mean, you do. Alright, I'll go kill him. You get 9,999 Starbutts so that every coconut becomes a watermelon. Is that an actual thing that happens in this game? Melon. It's like in Super Mario World where if you get everything, just it turns into a Halloween game for some reason. Like everything turns into pumpkins and it becomes autumn. That is a thing? What the hell? Well, that's cute. I wonder how I beat it. Not like that. What? I wish he would have just died there. I would have been like, oh. Sephiroth. This is my favorite, chills. Which is like him reading RPG characters, but he doesn't know how to pronounce Sephiroth.
Cloud and his team end up going after a superhuman named Sephiroth, whose motive is planetary destruction.
How the hell do you get Sephiroth? Like, where are all those eyes coming from? Let's do it blind. New games! Hey, donkey! We now got all 3 Danky Kangs, baby. All 3 Danky Kangs. I gotta play these. I haven't played these since, like, the frickin' early 2000s. Dixie Dixcon. Look at those graphics. There's Ellie, the cursed-ass elephant. I hope this is the only game. Like, they're just this. Ignition Factor? What the hell is that? Oh, I've seen this! It's the firefighter game. I forgot this game existed. I don't know what his hose is connected to. I love how he's able to shoot water even though the hose is just chopped. The hose is chopped, like it's not connected to anything. How is he shooting water? There's a different firefighter game that's even better. I might be thinking of that one, man.
Thank you.
I'm Anne. Super Valis. Is this a shmup? Oh no, this is... It's more Castlevania-y. But I haven't played Super Valis 1, 2, or 3. I'm not gonna understand the lore. Tough E! This is the worst title I've ever seen in my entire life. The game is called Tough E Nuff. Somebody got paid a lot of money to come up with that title. E. They should have removed Tough and Nuff, and the game should have just been E. Tough enough for Evo. We gotta get this game to Evo. Look at this. Yo, this looks great. Tough enough, baby. Look at that. Oh, this is gonna be the next big fighting game. Alright, what about NES? Nightshade. Oh no, this game sucks. This game sucks. This game's bad. I can't remember if it was Angry Video Game Nerd or JonTron that made a video about this. Frickin' Nightshade. Good God, why are they giving us Nightshade? Frickin' Nightshade. Oh man, look at him. Yeah, that's a game, alright. He's in a chair. Look at him go. Look at him scoot. Nightshade is free! Quality. I love how there's a flash button. What a work of art. What a work of art. They're like, what about our NES fans? And they're like, Nightshade. And they're like, nobody likes Nightshade. And they're like, too bad, they're getting Nightshade. Freaking Nightshade. They could have done Earthbound. They're never gonna do Earthbound. Earthbound's never gonna happen. Oh, this is gonna be my 40th star. I'm gonna beat the game after this. He's so damn fast! Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, now. Oh, he turned on his side. What a load of baloney. Yes! Got it, baby. I don't like those screams. That thing is an actual immense pain. It fears oblivion. Like, they wanted to live peacefully with the bees, and the bees said no.
Because of the black hole. Like, the spaghettification. Did someone say spaghetti? Luigi, I love spaghetti! No, Mario, it's not that kind of spaghetti! You don't understand!
Like, I remember always as a kid seeing, like, sci-fi where they would go into black holes, and I'm like, that's cool, you never know where you're gonna come up. But spaghettification is literally the scariest way that anybody could ever die, ever. The idea that in a black hole, like, starting from your toe to your head, it just pulls out a string, and you're literally turned into a long strand of spaghetti, and it happens in like 3 seconds, but because of the warping of time and space, it feels like it's only taking like... It feels like it's taking like 5 years to do 3 seconds, so you're literally being crushed and stretched to death for what feels like a millennia in excruciating detail. So if you're ever in a, you know, big old spaceship hurtling towards a black hole, yeah, like, maybe forever. Maybe you feel pain and turning into spaghetti forever. Like, it doesn't stop.
If you fell feet first, your legs would be feeling a stronger gravitational pull than your head. Your body would be stretched apart. The most common black holes are called stellar. They can stretch about 9 miles across and be as heavy as 20 suns. If you happen to be pulled towards a stellar black hole, you'd be completely torn apart before you even reach the event horizon. So make sure to choose a supermassive one. The one that's a million times...
Make sure that if you have to choose what black hole to die in, you choose a supermassive, because it'll hurt less.
...times heavier than our sun. In this case, your body would remain unharmed as you cross the event horizon, as the gravity would be pulling both your feet and your head with almost the same strength. And if you're wondering where to find infinite, you'd be squashed into that center and become one with the black hole. You wouldn't be able to tell anyone about your experience. However, a person observing you from outside the event horizon would see a very different picture. As you were falling into a black hole, they'd see you slowing down, getting dimmer and redder. In the end, you'd just freeze, never crossing the event horizon. This is because...
That's freaky. Like, somebody watching you would be, like, stuck in place even though you're already gone because, like, it warps what you see.
Space and time in a black hole swap.
That's freaky. That's messed up.
You would seem almost frozen in space, the light coming off your body becoming increasingly red-shifted until you simply faded into nothingness.
Can you imagine how scary that would look? Like, to just see your friend like this, and then he gets red and just slowly disappears. And you're like, yo, what the hell just happened to him?
They would never see you cross the event horizon. But for you, of course, everything would seem fine and dandy. You would continue past that horizon to your now inevitable death. As you continue to approach the black hole's singularity, your view of the entire universe would get compressed into a smaller and smaller...
That's cool. That's so cool. Like, this is what happens when you fall out of a map in, like, a video game where, like, you actually see the orb.
...point in space behind you. If the black hole we're jumping into is large enough, things might actually...
This is just turning into another science stream.
What's up, Doc?
Oh, hey, Bugs.
You sound kind of fuzzy. Something wrong with your microphone? Oh, wait. Much better.
You up for a quick match on Xbox?
Yeah, I could get loony with you. Why don't you tell our friends about the contest while I do my pre-gamer warm-up?
Of course.
Hearing Bugs Bunny talk about his gamer warm-up. I didn't realize Bugs Bunny was a gamer.
While I do my pre-gamer warm-up.
Of course. Hey, everyone. It's LeBron. In our new film, Space Jam: A New Legacy, we'll be taking you on an exciting ride through Warner Brothers' most iconic characters. And Bugs and I have to battle and play some ball against an evil AI. And now we're inviting you to create a total unique, one-of-a-kind arcade-style video game that will launch in Xbox Game Pass, inspired by our film, Space Jam: A New Legacy.
It's super simple to submit your idea. And here's the best part. 2 lucky winners will get the coolest prize in the world.
So let me get this straight. You make a game, they put it on the store, they say it's made by you, and then they make all the money off of it? But hey, you get a private screening of the film, and LeBron James will sign something for you.
Spoiled. Now, LeBron, shall we?
Oh, you're on, buddy boy.
Space Jam, a new legacy coming soon.
They're like, guys, we can't think of any video game ideas for our basketball movie. Help us come up with an idea for a video game for our basketball movie. Somebody's gonna be like, why not a basketball game? And then they're gonna end up winning. Oh, I'm dead. Or not. You have Game Pass, so you're getting free Hollow Knight? Nice. I love how many people have started Hollow Knight this month. I love it. I take no credit, but just... I've been loving it so much, so the idea that people are playing it. It's good stuff. I can't wait to start Hades after I beat it. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. What do I like? Is Hollow Knight better than Dirt? Alright, let's not get crazy now. Oh my god, it's a freaking... Come on, Nintendo, install Counter-Strike Source. Jesus. This is embarrassing, Nintendo. You're better than this. Seriously gonna have missing textures and... Come on. Look at... This is disgusting. This is uncalled for. Install the correct textures, you idiots. If you submit a game for Space Jam, what would it be? The game that I would submit for Space Jam would be you having to hide all your Lola Bunny merch before your girlfriend comes over. Your girlfriend is like, I'll be over in 5 minutes, and you gotta run around and pick up all your Lola Bunny dolls and figures and put them away as fast as you can. And it's in VR. Yeah, I swear to God, if a Big Chungus game ends up winning the contest, I don't think I can recover from that. His name is Bouldergeist, get it? It's like Poltergeist, but he's made of rocks. Well, I just lost. I just lost the one-hit challenge. Oh, give me a break. He looks like a freaking Heartless. He does look like a Heartless! It's a freaking Kingdom Hearts boss. Ba 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 ba.
That's a good girl.
God, it's so good. It's so freaking good, god dang it! Ooh! I really like the Switch pointer. The idea that I don't have to point at the screen, I just kind of move my hand and like it knows where I'm pointing. It's so good. It really annoyed me with a lot of Wii games where like if you weren't pointing like directly straight, like it wouldn't pick it up. The idea that I could have my hand straight like this and do this and the cursor's still at the screen. I love like the you have sports brawler, you have sport shooter, you have sport tactic, you have sport rhythm, you have sport platformer, you have action shooter, oh damn, no sport. You have adventure tactic, that's just Mega Man Legends. You have puzzle shooter, adventure shooter, adventure platformer, action tactic, adventure tactic, strategy tactic, sim shooter, what? Action platformer, action brawler. There's a lot. It's weird that this level is really simple. It's just like a bunch of garden planets, but like the music makes it seem more epic than it is. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. Dating sim where dates reward you with new Lola Bunny merch. They're like, who would you rather date, LeBron James or Lola Bunny? Those are your only choices. Or Elmer Fudd. Apparently Jake Paul paid McGregor $50 million to fight him. Can you imagine how much that is? And he doesn't even have to win. That's freaking insane. Would I accept $50 million to fight Jake Paul? I'd fight Jake Paul for like $500. Like, yeah, I'd get my ass kicked, but it would still be funny. I could tell people he kicked my ass. Hell, I'd let him... Well, I mean, obviously he would win no matter what. But, like, I would let him win for $500. I'm like, listen, man, I'm gonna take the $500. You know, basically take care of my gas money for a long, long time. And you can just go ahead and whoop me. I don't care. I love this music. I really like this planet, too. This, like, garden cube. It's so cute. Oh, you can go in it, too. I forgot. God, I love this so much. Oh, come on. He keeps dodging. I grab his ass and Mips clip through the planet. Got his ass. Okay, you got me. Take it, boyoing. Stupid rabbit. Most purple comets are easy, but I think the only purple comets that are hard that I remember are this one, Freeze Flame, or the other. I know that there's a mountain level. It's either Freeze Flame or the volcano level that's like the hardest one to do. Because there's like 2 purple coins in a really, really hard spot that you can die trying to get. I'd accept $1 million for Jake Paul to just wail on me. I don't care. Yeah, for $1 million, I'd let him put me in a coma. I'm like, at least when I get up. Yes. Don't touch sand. Guys, on a scale of 1 to 10, how scary is quicksand? The idea of, like, just slowly sinking into wet sand, and the more you struggle, the faster you sink. I put it right up there at a very heavy 12 out of 10. It's just sand. You can't breathe. I love Mario's hands. You can't breathe. If you sink, you die. Just stand up. That's not how that works. Mario's stupid propeller hands. Why did I do that? Yeah, quicksand, you can't just stand up because there's nothing to stand on. It's just wet sand all the way down. It's like telling somebody to stand up on water. I was going for the tornado, but I missed. Conceptually, 3 out of 10. 7 out of 10 if I was actually in some, because I'd been led to believe I'll never be in some. Yeah, quicksand is one of those things where you're like, it's never gonna happen to me, but if it started happening, I would freak out. I would start panicking super hard. Let's go. Cause yeah, the only way to get out of quicksand is like for someone to help you or for you to like stay perfectly calm. What's better, sex or sand? Like, just... I'm trying to piece together what you mean by this. I love how big this world is. Yeah! Chicken. Chicken. Did you guys see the news about Pornhub? I mean, I'm not like a Pornhub expert or anything, but I don't know if you guys saw the Pornhub news. Pornhub basically removed everything. They took down pretty much everything. Every video that's not from a verified studio or person got removed. Because people were reporting stuff that they were finding with minors. People were reporting because, like, people would upload stuff without people's consent. People would upload stuff as revenge. All this stuff. Yeah, 2 credit card companies already made it to where their cards no longer work with the website. So they were starting to lose money, and they're like, what do we do? How do we control this? And so they not only said you have to be verified, they straight up removed everything that isn't verified. They completely wiped it. But yeah, so everybody's like, dang. Because when I think of Pornhub, I think of like, yeah, I think of the B movie, where like people used it for piracy. The idea that you can't upload a movie on YouTube, but for some reason you could upload a... I'm dead. For some reason you could upload a full movie on Pornhub and like they wouldn't copyright strike it. Which I guess just goes to show how like they weren't paying attention to stuff that was going up. You're like, I really want to watch the new Marvel movie. Better go to Pornhub. I was even saying Pornhub should just make their own, like, video site to compete with, like, YouTube. To, like, knock YouTube down a notch. That's a start. Yeah. Facebook is sadly the YouTube competitor. Facebook trying to compete with Twitch with, like, the Facebook gaming. But, like, how many people do you think go to Facebook for streamers? How many people wake up and they're like, I want to see somebody playing the new Cyberpunk, and then they log into Facebook, and they go to Facebook Gaming? I think that makes it creepy because there's no anonymity. There's no usernames. You just hop on the guy's name and you're like, hey, my name is Greg Smith. I'm here to watch you play game. It's weird. This looks ridiculous. I remember I searched Arthur and I found a video. Oh. I'm not even reading that out loud. I just want you to know that I did see it. That's no joke. That's what Trump is trying to pass right now. There's something called like Article 212 or Article 213 that's been live since the 90s, and it basically makes websites exempt from legal problems of what users post. So, like, for example, if somebody goes on, you know, neopets.com and posts how to make bombs and threatens the president and then kills somebody, they can't, you know, sue the makers of Neopets for $1 million and shut down the website. But right now, Trump, mainly because he's angry of people making fun of him on Twitter, is trying to remove that and make it that if somebody does something bad on a site, the site has to pay money and get sued and get shut down for it. If somebody uses Twitter to, like, sell meth, like, somebody uses a Twitter account for selling meth, you can't sue Twitter for that. That's not their fault that some idiot is doing that. But if, you know, Article 213 was gone, they could do that. They could be like, well, meth is illegal and Twitter has a meth guy, so goodbye. Then again, the balls to, like, go on Twitter and sell meth, like, Be like, hey guys, don't report me, but does anybody want to buy some meth? I was trying to get a star, but I fell into chest. What is the implications of Toad being locked in that chest? Because he was my treasure the whole time. Also, how did he not suffocate? Bro, I got a star, but now I can't get back. Help! He's just in a tree. What level is that? That's the Bumblebee level, right? Let me just try diving up this, and if that doesn't work, I'll just, I'll do the thing. Run up the hill, but keep spinning. Oh. Well, that was a lot easier than I thought that was gonna be. I thought that was gonna be a little harder to do than it was. You didn't even know that was possible. I'm like, oh, neat. Mario just had to believe hard enough. There's my favorite little brother. Damn, this feels like a really good level to get star bits. Hot damn. Hey, buddy. Wow. Hey, bro. I hid because of that big scary bug, but I got star. Yeah. I can tell you what you unlock when you get all 120 stars. Does it rhyme with Poobiji? There's a bonus if you do 120 with Luigi. I think it lets you play the opening level. Like Peach's Castle. It's like a purple comet Peach's Castle. Which, you know, is neat, but like... I think the best thing to do is to 100% Mario Galaxy, and then when you unlock Luigi, you stop. And then the next time that you feel like playing Mario Galaxy, you just play it as Luigi. The idea of doing them back to back, I probably wouldn't find to be worth it. Unless you just freaking love Galaxy so much you want to jump right back in. That's what you did? I heard if you unlock all the coins, my uncle works at Nintendo. So if I get all the coins, your uncle gets a job at Nintendo? This is what you get if you 100% it as Luigi. Luigi gets the girl. Luigi gets the girl. Mario did all the work, but Luigi gets the girl. Luigi hasn't had a girl in forever. Mario's got Peach. Mario's got Daisy. Mario's got Rosalina. Mario's got, Pauline. Who does Luigi get? Luigi's gotta get somebody. Luigi can have, like, Wendy O. Koopa. Or something like that. Bowsette? Well, then he's the luckiest of all, because Bowsette's the best. 46? Should I do the green levels? The green levels are hard, I think. Ooh, I got 3 new levels, baby. If you 100% the game, you can play as Luigi, and if you 1000% the game, you can play as Wario, and if you 10,000% the game, you unlock Waluigi, and if you 100,000% the game, you play as Jackie Chan. What do I have to do to 100,000% a game? Do I just have to beat the game 100 times? Because that sounds like a lot of work. Green levels aren't that hard. I forget what levels they are. Rollin' Gizmo sucks balls? Well, I've got a steady hand. Oh, this looks terrible. Oh, God. Oh, no. I don't have a steady enough hand for this. Eep. Okay, I kind of hate this. I kind of hate how... Oh, my God. Steady grip. Steady grip, baby. This is basically just a marbles level. Should I go for those coins? I probably shouldn't go for those coins. Even though I run. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Oh my god, but bombs, are you serious? Don't you dare, I swear to God. I'm doing it. Oh my god. So far, so good. Was that worth it? Was that worth it? I'm just chasing the sack. You gotta chase the sack. Boom! First try, baby! Oh. Oh. These hands could perform brain surgery, baby. Steadiest hands in the West. Whew. That's what it's all about. Which Xbox Final Fantasy do I want? If you want to go for my first RPG and you want to be ready for all the Smash music and stuff being added this week, play Final Fantasy VII. It's good. If you want my favorite Final Fantasy, play Final Fantasy IX. It's good. If you want the best card video game of all time that also has other stuff to do, get Final Fantasy VIII. If you want the one with the girl in it, get Final Fantasy X. If you want the one with a car in it, get Final Fantasy 15. If you want the one with Goofy in it, get Kingdom Hearts. Remember that clip in the vid games chat of Mario ground pounding onto the penguin to get to the stage? I am not attempting that, because I'm not going to swim this whole course. No, Final Fantasy games aren't very long. That's kind of why I like the Final Fantasy games, because they're all kind of short. Like, Final Fantasy VII takes, like, 28 hours. Final Fantasy IX takes, like, 30-something hours. They're not very long games. Any RPG over 100 hours, I loathe. I loathe anything that takes 100 hours to beat. Final Fantasy games can be beaten in, like, less than, you know, a couple weeks, which is why I really like them. I don't have time for 100-hour games, so the idea that I can have a big, grand adventure RPG that's paced in, like, under 30 hours feels really good. 50 hours tops for any game. What makes me mad is, like, when people say, like, they won't buy any game that's under, like, 80 hours. They're like, this game's only 9 hours long. I'm not gonna get that. And they're like, I only play things that are, you know, 100 plus hours. And it's like, I get it, you want to get your money's worth, but it's like, it's just so overwhelming for me. Especially, like, when I don't beat it. And then the next time I get back, it's like I gotta start over and then I get to the same part. Imagine saying that to a 90s game. Yeah, the good old 90s games that you can beat in 1 hour. And then you're like, I'm gonna play that again. And then you beat it, and you're like, I'm gonna play that again. I'd rather play a really, really good... Oh, this is sick. This is sick. This is sick. This is awesome. That's awesome. That was a... This sucks. This sucks. This level sucks.